Welcome to Sannie B Stitches, episode 3. Welcome back and welcome if you're new. My name is Valerie, and today we're going to talk about knitting, cross stitch, and some other little creative projects I've been doing over the last couple of weeks. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you'll be notified anytime I have a new post, which is about every couple of weeks. My dad and I got to spend some time together this week gardening. He has a huge garden, and I've always helped him growing up. And he helped me set up some seeds in a grow light at my house. And I got to see what he's growing under his grow light, and we got to compare. And it was just some really special quality time with my dad. So I was really happy about that this week. My first fully finished object is the cross stitch I was working on over the last couple of weeks, the Be Happy from Primrose Cottage. And I had almost finished the stitching last time, and so I went ahead and fully finished it with some backing boards and some of the Stitching with the Housewives fabric I got from Fat Quarter Shop a while back. These ribbons I had gotten on clearance from Hobby Lobby months ago, as well as the little honeybee clip. And so I just hot glued that stuff down. Only burned myself once, but I don't have a backer, like a frame or anything to put it on, but I went ahead and just finished it. It's not pretty on the back, but it's okay. And it's just leaning up against my tiered tray with all of my spring decor right now. So I really want to get some other bee springtime cross stitch or artwork that I can go with a whole theme like that for my tiered tray. So that's kind of down the road kind of plans. My other finished object is a t-shirt I designed in my shop, and I decided to add something a little bit extra to it. So the front of the shirt is plain. The back of the shirt I made to go along with both of my kids' current activities. So it says, "In my dance and soccer mom era." And then on the front, instead of just leaving it totally blank, I decided to do a little back stitching, and I embroidered Mama across the top by the collar. And I think it turned out really cute. So I can wear it to all of my kids' activities. And it's just a little bit something fun and creative I just did in just a few minutes. And I really love this shirt. The Comfort Colors brand is super soft and comfortable to wear for any occasion. So I almost forgot my other two finished objects. I felt like I was missing something, and I was. It is 2 different donation hats. They look exactly the same because I use the same yarn, same pattern that I've been discussing over the last couple episodes. The Classic Cuffed Hat by Purl Soho. So I finished those 2 hats, and I went ahead and donated them to the Stevenson Center. So those 2 things are on their way, and I actually have started a new one that we'll talk about here in a second. So my first whip is, like I said, the Classic Cuffed Hat by Purl Soho. I am using this acrylic yarn by Lion Brand. It's just like the purple that I just finished, just in this pretty gold tone. And I went ahead and started because I needed something that I could do just in the carpool line. So my other knitting project we're going to talk about, the Eva Cardigan, is just too complicated to take out and about. So I went ahead and cast on another hat that I could just do a little bit at a time and not rush it. And I've gotten pretty far just in the last few days in carpool line. So I've gotten the brim done and then several inches of the stockinette. And I have my cute little, I haven't even moved my progress keeper, but it's just good to have something I literally just leave in my console of my car, and then I always have my knitting with me if I need it. So that is my first whip. My Eva Cardigan is going really well. I did not get as far as I wanted to. I wanted to finish the yoke before today, but life happens and it was just too busy this last couple of weeks. But I have made really good progress on it. So I've been working. Here are the sleeves right here and the pretty detail back here on the shoulders. Oop. So I still have, I'm probably messing with that. I still have several rounds to go before I can take the stitches for the sleeves off and put them on hold and work on just the body. But it's going really well. It's a 4-row repeat, so it's easy to keep track of for the most part. I just can't work on it late at night because I get tired and I start working on the wrong row, and then I have to rip back. So that's been fun, but that only happened once so far. But I'm hoping to get that done and then get some work on the body over spring break so I can keep up with my goal by finishing it by the end of the month. The fabric's turning out really beautiful. The Barocco Vintage DK I bought it from Not Another Hat, but you can get Barocco a lot of places. And I just really love how it's working up. The pattern itself is pretty straightforward. The only issue I've really noticed with Petite knit is I was not sure what size was going to be right. I did get gauge and I measured myself multiple times, different days, and made myself wait and think about it. And so I decided to start working on the extra large, but I don't want it to be so big when I block it that it's too big, but we shall see. Right now it looks pretty good, so we'll see what's going to happen with that. But that is my main project that I just always want to work on, but I'm always away from the house. And then at night, I'm so tired. Oh, and then the other thing is I have this much left of the first skein, so I haven't even used a second skein yet. So I'm hoping that I have bought enough. I believe I have 6 skeins. So hopefully that will be enough and I won't have to buy more. As far as cross stitch whips go, I did start another one of the Home is Where the Wreath Is patterns. I think it's supposed to be for March, but with Easter being in March this year, I put my bunnies up on my home board, and now I'm working on the Tulip design, which is my favorite flower, on the 28 count even weave. And I hadn't done this in so long. It was pretty difficult when I started, but once I got situated with the right kind of light and I used an embroidery hoop, it got much easier. So I dug through my stuff and actually found a bunch of these that I'd started. So I have the Christmas one started. I have the September, I think it's scarecrows and some leaves. That one is started. I have all the stuff for the Halloween one, the October one kitted up. So I've got a bunch of these going. I found a couple other ones that I've totally finished that I just need to actually finish onto a board with the magnets and the washers. But I think it was the strawberries that I'd finished. And oh goodness. Hold on. Let me go find them. I have finished the strawberries, which I believe were for June. And I have finished the July patriotic one. So I have these 2 finished, just need to go on boards. And then I have the bunnies that are already finished and up, and the generic everyday wreath, and then this one, and then my other ones I've started. So I'd say I have a pretty good start on all of these. I just need to be more intentional about spending a few minutes a day working on it. Again, it's another one of those ones where I can't really just take it with me places, and we've been out and about so much that other things have gotten my work instead. It's kind of been like that kind of feeling where you're busy all the time and you're getting things done, but not all the way done. So I don't really feel like I'm doing anything, but I'm really busy. You guys know what I mean? A lot of little bit here, but nothing's completely done. And that is totally not my jam. So hopefully in the next couple weeks and over spring break, I'll feel like I can get back to a point where I'm accomplishing stuff again. I decided to do another cross stitch randomly when I was sitting in the parking lot for yet another dance practice, but I did not get very far. It's another stitching with the Housewives. And like I said, I wanted to do some more springtime with bees. And this pattern, Spring Tulips, has a cute little watering can and a beehive and some tulips. So it kind of matches all of the other ones. But I decided to go ahead and do it on this pretty blue aqua I have. That's a 14 count Ada. so it's a lot easier to see and a lot easier to stitch, is in this cute bag my mom made a while back. So I love that it's got the clear pocket so I can see what's in it, keep track of all of my stuff. And that is what I've been working on. So I kind of have some projects for cross stitch and knitting that can be on the go, and then I have some that have to be done at home. So that's probably contributing to my problem of a little bit here, a little bit there. But now you see where my problems are. My other whip, the Creative Advent Throw, has not been touched at all. So I would say it's probably hibernating for right now. I'm really focused on getting the cardigan done, and just life's been too busy. So once I get that cardigan done, I might be able to pick it back up. I do have haul this week. I got an awesome box from Knit Picks yesterday, and I haven't really looked at it, so I thought we would look at it together. I was going to make some of the crochet animals, was another project I wanted to start and use some of my crochet skills and practice. And Knit Picks had these really cute animation packs of yarn, which I could not decide on the color, so I got two different packs. These are DK cotton, and there's all different colors. Let's see. They're kind of a muted butterscotch, sunbaked, lilac mist, Douglas fir, black, blush, inlet, swan, linen, and mushroom. So that one is called the Flora and Fauna. And then I got Oceanscape, which is more blues. And they actually have a third one that's more of a primary rainbow assortment. But I thought these two could kind of go together. And I'd seen some really cute free patterns on Ravelry for little crocheted chicks and bunnies for Easter. And I thought those would be a fun way to start. I do not know how to say it. Is it amigurumi? Amigurumi? You know, the little stuffed animals that you can make out of crochet. So that is another project that I got some things for. So I'm excited to try those out. I got one skein of the Dishie cotton. It's worsted weight. And this one's kind of whites and grays, and it feels really good. It doesn't really feel as scratchy as I thought it might. So I'm interested to see. I just wanted to test it out and see how it'll feel to work up either some pot holders or maybe some dishcloths this time to do something a little bit different. And I got, my last thing of yarn I got was Stroll fingering weight. It is 75% superwash merino and 25% nylon. And I got this color to make a Musselburgh hat by Isolde Teague for my dad. And I just thought that that would be fun. And those are pretty colors. He doesn't have one that color. So I wanted to try some of their fingering weight yarn out. And I thought that would be a fun way to try it. To go along with this project, I needed a size 2 needle. And anytime I make a Musselburgh, which I've made 4 of them, something like that, I use magic loop because I don't have a size 2 16-inch needle. So I decided to go ahead and try some new ones they had. These are the Takumi knitting needles. They're bamboo. This is a 16-inch by Clover. And it said that they had a swivel cord, yes. So I'm interested to try these out and see. I thought it'd be good to have one that's just dedicated to those hats, so then I'm not constantly having to switch out my interchangeables during my cardigan projects and things like that. Hold on. Okay. Ooh, those feel really good. So for those that don't know, the 2 is very small. It does have the swivel cord. That'll be really nice. Oh, that makes me want to cast it on. So I'm interested to try these out. Usually I love Chigu. They're my favorite, but I haven't tried these. Oh, that's exciting. They feel really good in your hands. Some people like the wooden needles because they kind of heat up in your hands, and they're supposed to be better for arthritis and things, which I really need to be doing. But the metal ones just slide the stitches easier. So we shall see. I'm excited to try those. And then the last thing I got was to go for my classic cuffed hat donation projects. When I get done towards the end, I really needed double pointed needles, but I didn't have any in the size 7. So I got some of them from Knit Picks. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of reflecting today. So these are 8 inches, which seem really big. So we shall see how they feel when I'm finishing up a hat. But one of my last hats I did, one of the purple ones, I was fighting it so much. So I just decided to get some double pointed and again have some dedicated to that project since I'm making so many for donation this year. And that is my haul. I do have one other thing that's not knitting related, but it's creative. And it was something I got this week. So my daughter made the dance team and we wanted to start a scrapbook. So we went to Hobby Lobby this week. And I have always, when I scrapbooked growing up, I used the 12 by 12 with the sheet protectors, and you get the 12 by 12 paper and all the things, and you put them inside the sheet protectors and you have to do the little posts, and it's really finicky. And plus, by the time you finish a big album, that 12 by 12 is so heavy. And we found these that they had them in white and black, but I really loved this craft brown paper. It's a spiral and it's the size of a piece of paper. I thought that would be easier to hold. If we run out, we can get some more. But we got them on 40% off. I believe they were $12.99 full price. So we got them for a really good price. And they already have the pages in them too. So I don't have to buy as much to get started. We can just start putting newspaper clippings and pictures and things like that on there. So I got one for her and I got one for my son. So I can put some of his soccer pictures and things from school in there. So those were something cool. And I haven't scrapbooked in a long time. I actually got rid of a lot of my scrapbook stuff a couple years ago. So I'm excited to do this with her and have something that's ready to go. That's been my trick, I think, with kids stuff and making things and keeping up with it. I don't always keep up with the pictures, but things like this, I buy 2. And then I've got them. And then as they do things or bring things home, like I think she's got, I don't know where it is, but she's got like the sticker with the number she had when she tried out and the ribbon she had to wear. And we can go ahead and just start putting things right into these. And it's not like a big project later on that I have to do when I don't remember what happened when. So that's the plan for those. And that's the rest of my haul. As far as reading and watching, I am still reading my Tessa Bailey book, It Happened One Summer. I'm about halfway through, and it's really good. I think that there's another book that goes along with these characters, so I'm going to get that from the library after I finish this one. I only read maybe a chapter or 2 a day, if that. I didn't get to read last night, but it's been something good to have a little bit here and there, a storyline to be thinking of in between all the other stuff going on. We finished up Traders for the US. We've been watching some of the older UK episodes, but we finished the last of season 2 of Traders. And we recorded Amazing Race last night, but we haven't watched it yet. We like to watch that as a family. So that'll be fun over spring break to do that. And then we also started recording MasterChef Junior. My daughter has a friend that's actually on the show as a contestant, and so she's really excited. And we've watched that show as a family before since my kids both love to cook, and they're really excited to watch him and cheer him on. And that's it for today. I'm really hoping to get a bunch done over spring break. And so next time I come back towards the end of March, we will have some new things to talk about. Hopefully I'll be getting really close to my Eva cardigan, and we'll see what else we get into. Over spring break, we are staying around here. We've got a few different practices and events to go to here. So we're going to spend some time with both sides of the family, have some nice grandparent and cousin time, or cuzzies as they like to call themselves. and that's all that we're doing. But let me know what you guys are doing for spring break. I love to hear about travel, so let me know where you're going or what you're doing. If you're going to the dentist like we are, woohoo, spring break. So that's all for today in episode 3. Thank you for watching and sticking with me to the end. I hope you have a great spring break if you get one, and I'll see you in a couple weeks. See you real soon.